bandana on to keep like my hair flat, right? Whilst it was like kind of semi-drying and stuff. And I had this on and I was just about to put in some hoops. And then Matt came by and was like, yo, you look like some Mexican gangbanger. And I was just like, oh.
What are they called again? Oh God, I'm not gonna remember the name. Oh God, why does it even try? I'm gonna Google it. But yeah, there's a certain type that is very much like the bandana, the hoops.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna keep the bandana on, but because it's the like paisley thingy, and I was like, oh God.
I do want to see it now though.
No. Definitely
we can like talk about off camera. It's so funny though, because as soon as you said bandana, I saw what Matt said.
Yeah. And he always does all of the accents. I'm not going to try because I cannot do accents, but
I know.
You know.
And it's highly problematic now.
He's so bad. Honestly, this morning he has just been...
It's a good time.
He's just been prodding and poking. That's probably why I'm like, I'm exhausted already. He's just constantly... He must pick it up. He's like a dog. You know how they can smell fear? He must be able to smell tiredness. And then he's just like, ha ha.
Yeah. Either a dog or a kid, because my girls are exactly the same. It's just like they just
smell fear.
They just sense the weakness. It's not even the fear. They sense the weakness in the air and they just go ham. And it's just like, you're supposed to love me. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm really struggling. and you're asking for too much. Smiling. Oh my God.
They have been sent to test us, to test our resolve.
Listen, I've never been good at tests, so they've really chosen the wrong one.
I'll
walk out, I'm fine.
I always fail. I have no problems with that. Burn this place to the ground. Let's go.
Listen, fire sign for real.
I've also noticed my red lips have become a staple over the next few last few days. I think it's just like, I don't know really what to wear. I don't know what to do with my hair, but what I do know.
Listen, a red lip, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go. When I was younger, right, I used to take the mick out of my mum because her staple lip was a cerise kind of fuchsia color. And it was just like, girl, don't you have any other lipsticks? Like, come on. However, when it
she
works,
knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing. When it works, you know, it works. Keep your lip.
Yeah.
I love a red lip. I do. I nearly
now she's like,
yeah.
You're in the same boat.
Hey, Mom, my bad.
This is what your girls are going to do, though, in like 10 years' time. They're going to be watching these back and being like, oh, man, we were horrid. Or they'll also be like,
no, I don't know, you know. No, they hopefully. God, I don't know. Let's just pray that I would survive it because I'm already seeing flashes of this preteen life and it's like 3 go in, how many walk out? Because I don't know.
Oh, gosh.
Only the strongest survive. And as I said, I like to lay down. So I don't know what's going to happen.
You're going to just get past the starting line. And then all of a sudden you're like, no, not for me. You do you. Keep going.
See you on the other side.
Oh, bless. Oh, well. Oh, man. Okay. Universe,
please.
Do your thing. Yes.
Help.
Give us life.
SOS. Mayday. Wait, is that what that message sound was?
I don't know.
Back in the day, like everyone... Is that, remember that used to be like the old text?
Yeah.
Why would they make it SOS? That's crazy. That was like...
Save our souls.
No, but wasn't that like the Nokia staple message tone. Do you remember
Oh,
back in the
no, I
day?
don't remember that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm actually having to SOS Morse code.
Do, do,
Oh,
do,
it was dot,
do,
dot,
do.
dot. Yeah, it's
Two long
three
ones.
though. Three,
Dot, dot,
three,
dot.
dot, dot, dot. Yeah. Three longer tone ones is the O, and then again, three shorter
Oh,
ones.
three long ones.
Yeah, in the middle.
Okay.
So I did it the other way around. I was doing OSO. Touches my life.
Oh,
Okay,
it's funny.
let's go. Let's just do this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Frolic Zone. Let's call it that. It's All Frolics is here in your ears yet again with myself, Amy G, and the wonderful Monique B. So, I guess first, how are you feeling right this moment, Mo?
We don't have time for all of that. Listen, I am tired. Not because I haven't slept. Well, okay. Run it back. On the way back from the school run, the pollen was just like, do you know what? I've laid off you for a couple of days, but I feel like you need to be reminded that I'm still here. And it literally felt like I was walking through fields coming home. And I was literally up until about 10 minutes ago, sneezing my brains out, had a nosebleed, had to change my top. Like, I'm feeling rough,
Oh.
but still happy to be here. But just know the second we stop recording, I'm going to lay
taking
down.
taking a nap. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Sure.
am true to this life.
Look at me being all home life and stuff. I've just got rags hanging up behind me and shit. Ah, dear man. Okay, I'm warm. Woo.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back here again. I wonder
Mm-hmm.
if this though is the pre-menopause coming in, or if I am just a sweaty beast. Who knows?
I turned off my fan like again 10 minutes ago. So
Ah,
I mean it could be, or what month are we in? It could actually just be warm because it is actually really nice outside today.
maybe where you are, it's breezy by me.
Oh
So
damn.
it's not actually, it's like 13 degrees. So it's
Oh,
not that
okay.
warm. It still feels very, very wintry out there, even when the
Oh
sun's
good.
shining. Um, okay, I have not slept. I have had very little sleep. So I am coffeeing it up this morning for me. But do you know what that does do though? It
Tell me.
means I'm in a delirious mood. So
Oh,
who
it's gonna be
knows?
good.
Yeah, who knows how we're gonna get through this episode? Oh my god, I can feel it. But maybe that's why I'm warm, because it's just like
Oh yeah.
bubbling to the surface.
Bring on the chaos. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And I just get to sit back and watch today.
Oh, it's like absolute car crash over here. So no deep dive this week because we did a little personality quiz, but a fun kind of personality quiz.
Yeah.
So the aim of this quiz was, what music genre am I? So just to give you a bit of a, I suppose, a background or look into what the quiz was that we completed, it asked you a series of questions like favorite cuisine, and they had a few options. What kind of if after a long day, what are the activities that you kind of do to wind down? And they'll have things like a hot bubble bath, or walk in nature, or crank up the music and dance in the kitchen kind of stuff. So you'd answer a lot of these questions. And then at the end of it, it would give you a summary of what kind of music genre you are based on those answers. Before we reveal our answers, and neither one of us have shared what those answers are with each other just yet,
Mm-hmm.
before we go into that, I'm just going to give you a little bit of an overview of kind of like the kinds of music genres that would come up, and a little bit of an explanation of what they kind of, I suppose, symbolize, if you will. So, as you know, we talk about music a lot. I mean, for the first few shows, we had a lot of musical intros, and we all know I can't remember anything. So this is going to be quite interesting in regards to music, although I didn't have to guess any kind of like, names of songs and stuff. Music is generally I suppose, a universal language, right? I mean, regardless of where you go, if there's music playing, people come together, and it comes in a plethora of flavors, each with their own distinct characteristic. So here are a few that would come up or show up in this particular quiz. So the first one is rock. Known for its powerful guitar riffs, energetic beats, and rebellious attitude, rock music is all about pushing the boundaries and expressing raw emotion. Pop, catchy melodies, infectious hooks, and upbeat rhythms, refined pop music, which is designed to get stuck in your head and make you want to dance.
Yeah, for better or for worse.
Yeah, I know. And do you know what? So, little side track. So when we were at Shits and Gigs, right, and they were playing loads of music before everyone kind of like before they came on stage, I didn't know any of the songs. Like I didn't recognize any of the songs that were playing. And my brother was with us, and he was just like whispering in my ear, like, the reason that you don't know any of these songs is because you listen to radio stations that either play classical music or music from the 50s and 60s or history, which is of the era that I love.
The best one.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm not being exposed to any new music. So since then, I have retuned my radio stations in my car so I can be exposed to current music.
How are you finding that so far? Because I had that same mentality a while back. I made it a day. I was just like, to hell with this. Music now is trash. I'm going back. Don't at me.
Yeah, I've had like Radio 1 on there, which, I mean, Radio 1 isn't too bad for me, to be honest, but it depends when you listen to it. So far, I mean, the songs they've played I've actually recognized, which is positive.
Okay.
And then I switched over to a more local station, and it's called More. And they played, I don't even know what her name is, Charlie something, 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 some little letters at the end.
XX something.
Yeah.
XX
and
something, yeah.
she released a new album, and they were playing one of the songs from her album, and I was just like...
It was like white noise.
This ain't for me. This is not for me. It's very poppy, and I'm just, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so back on track. Hip hop and rap. With its rhythmic flow, clever wordplay, and social commentary, hip hop and rap music are a platform for self-expression and storytelling. Jazz, characterized by improvisation, complex harmonies, and soulful melodies, jazz music is a genre that celebrates individuality and creativity. Electronic and dance. Synthesizers, bass drops, and pulsating rhythms dominate electronic and dance music, creating an electrifying atmosphere.
Yes, come on, talking typo.
Creating an electrifying atmosphere that's perfect for the dance floor. I've got 2 more left. Classical. Rich orchestra. Fucking hell.
I'm not helping, sorry.
No, shush. Rich orchestral arrangements, timeless compositions, and intricate harmonies define classical music, which has stood the test of time and continues to inspire audiences worldwide. This is what I thought I would be. Anyway, and then country, from twangy guitars and heartfelt lyrics about love and life, country music embodies the spirit of rural America and resonates with fans of storytelling and authenticity. So, my love, what did you come out as?
Pop. Shockingly, I came up as pop. And when I read the summary, I was like, well, that's wrong. So let me read the summary. So firstly, the first line was, "You're a social butterfly." No, girl.
Mm-mm.
She is not. She goes outside. She's seen butterflies, but that's as far as it goes. So it
Mm.
says you're a social butterfly with a knack for catchy tunes and infectious beats. You love being in the spotlight and enjoy music that brings people together. I guess kind of, but no. Whether it's a chart-topping hit or a feel-good anthem, you're all about the pop culture scene. It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out with that one. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Explain
Yeah.
yourself.
Um, so like I do enjoy pop culture, but for me that's more like the people behind the music, like gossip
Mm-hmm.
basically. I like that kind of pop culture. But pop music is do you know what's weird though? Genres are so intermingled and kind of blended now. I find it really I'm shocked by what songs get categorized as pop, what songs
Yeah.
get categorized as R&B, what songs get categorized as hip hop nowadays. Do you know what I mean? Because for
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
some stuff, I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's definitely R&B, but then it comes up as pop, and it's just like, who is doing this categorizing? You know, I mean, there is this little line in Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album that says genres are what does it say? It's like genres are a funny little thing. They help to categorize, but at the same time, they can be very limiting, you know, because
Mm.
it's just like, I think the way that our brains are wired, it puts things in categories so we can understand
Yeah.
what we're looking at. It's
Yeah.
basically safety, right? But again, the problem with that is that as musicians or any type of artist really, when you're put in a category,
It's hard to
it
get
gets
out of
tricky
it.
when you try to move out of that. Because people are just like, well,
Yeah.
what is this? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? It's very difficult for people to kind of just take what's given and just enjoy it as is. You know, there's always
Yeah.
that kind of need to put a label on it, as it were. Anyway, that's a very long uh, diversion there. But yeah, so I was shocked to kind of see that I was pop. I do enjoy a little bit of pop, but generally speaking, I think I'm more alternative R&B. But given the questions that this quiz was asking, I knew that it wasn't gonna, be that accurate. So it was fun. There are quite
Mm.
a few questions I was like, none of the above, none of the above. Oh, that's Amy, not me. None of the above.
Yeah.
But
It was
yeah,
it's I suppose it's like it the questionnaire itself is very generic.
yeah,
It's not like the fact that you even said alternative R&B, like that wasn't even an option as
yeah,
a music genre. So they were it was obviously kind of targeting a certain audience.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so I have a confession to make.
Mm,
I also
sneaky.
came as pop.
Did you?
Yeah. And I
Okay.
was like, nah, that ain't it. Because of the description, I was just like, no. And I think it's because I was umming and ahhing about one of the answers because I felt very strongly about two of them.
Yeah.
And I went with one, which I think was around going to a live concert with friends.
Yeah.
Because I love live music. Like I
Yeah.
love the buzz of being in a crowd on the outskirts because I don't want to be in the middle. Just like seeing them there jamming away and just like I just love that energy. And it has been a hot minute since
Mhm.
I've done that. So I chose that option and my answer came out as pop and I'm like, one,
Yeah.
I don't like people enough to be considered a social butterfly. Although I guess I could be, because I've got lots of different groups of friends who I want to spend time with.
Yeah.
So that can seem like I'm a social butterfly, but actually I'm just having massive anxiety attacks about how I'm going to fit in everybody at the same time. So yeah, I was just like, no, I'm going to do this again, but that's the only question I'm going to answer differently, which was the
Okay.
case. And that led me to be, oh, hang on.
You got a whole new genre because of that one question.
Yep.
I see. Okay.
Jazz. So I'm
What?
jazz.
What's
Yeah.
the
And
thing for that?
description. Okay.
The summary.
You're a soulful individual with a taste for the finer things in life. Jazz
Okay,
music
well,
speaks to your heart.
facts. Facts. Those listening and watching, Amy has very nice things. She
Ah,
likes a she likes a little bit of the luxe. So yes,
I
true so
do.
far.
I do like the finer things in life. However, I'm more of a like cheapskate finer things. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't like spending money on things really.
Yeah, I
So
mean, you can be frugal and love luxury.
yeah.
Duality.
That's
Yeah.
definitely me, because I'm like, when you're like finer things in life, you know, I like luxe, and I was just like, I've got nothing over like the sum of £100. Do you know what I mean?
No, but they're just like nothing's
Looked.
like gaudy or like it's
Oh,
quality. Do you know what I mean?
thank you, darling. Just like
Yeah.
us.
Well,
Hey, don't talk about my friend like that, okay?
you just called you cheap, okay? Like, come on.
I know, but I meant it with love, and it's facts.
All
Um,
right. So the first line they got correct. What else did they say?
yeah. Jazz music speaks to your heart with its smooth melodies and improvisational.
Two for
Words
two.
fail me today. And you
I
know
love it.
what? I don't
This is
even think
usually
I'm going to be
me.
able to say it. No.
Improvisational.
Yeah, let's go with that. And improvisational
No,
flair.
improvisational.
There you
Is there an S
go.
there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is. Oh.
improvisational. See, me trying to correct you and still talking in typo. There we go.
But we knew what we were talking about. We knew. Sorry, listeners.
We'll have to subtitle
Improvisational
that one.
flair. We would just be like, So the final thing says, you appreciate the beauty of complexity and find solace in rich harmonies of the genre. So interestingly, I don't like jazz. I don't like jazz music. I like
Yeah.
smooth jazz, you know, like lounge jazz where you're sitting
Yeah.
in the cafe, drinking a
Yeah.
latte, it's playing in the background, the rain is falling outside. That's the kind of jazz I like. But I'm not a fan of like the beep, bop, 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 bop kind of stuff.
I was waiting for the scat. I was like, the scat is coming. Because that is chaos. Like, I've tried it. I've tried to listen to jazz. You know, sometimes where you're just like, do you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Let me try something else. Tried a bit of jazz, and I'm just like, this, it just felt chaotic. It just felt like my thoughts. I'm just like, it's enough to have some inside, don't
Yeah.
need it on the outside too, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. This is
It was
ugly.
just,
This is ugly.
yes, where's the order? Like, no. Smooth jazz,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. But it's funny though, because I think that summary is actually very accurate to the type of music you like, but I don't think that genre is right
Mm-hmm.
at all. I think
No.
that is actually more in line with the type of stuff that you actually do like. So
Which is very mellow and is very like, I love listening to classical music. I love it more. And do you know, it's so interesting because I didn't realize how much I liked classical music until I was with the other half and he was constantly listening to classic FM.
yeah.
And now he's moved on to a different kind of genre of music that he's obsessed with. And I'm just, no, I want to listen to classic music. I want to
Yeah.
listen to this kind of, because it tells a story and it emotes feeling. And sometimes I listen to it when I'm in the car, because I turn from one of those like, oops, sorry kind of people to get up the fucking road. So it's kind of one of those things that mellows me out a little bit.
Brings you back to center.
Yeah, yeah. It's my meditation, if you will.
There.
And so that's why I was assuming I would probably fall into that category.
Yeah.
I can imagine like a few years ago, if I did it, I would probably, if pop came up, I would have been fine with pop, because I was out all of the time and I was listening to a lot of popular music and, doing all of the trends and stuff. And now I don't give a shit. So it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. There was just like so many questions. I'm just like, none of those really. I don't know. I'm surprised though that one answer changed your whole outcome though.
Yeah, it must have been one of those like on the border kind of things,
Yeah.
Um, because I can guarantee all of the rest of the answers were very solitude-y,
Yeah.
walks in
I,
nature,
I was
listening
like,
to
there
the
she is.
sea.
I was like, there she is. I was like, where are the naps? Where is the go and find a snack? Where are these options?
Oh, stop. Maybe we need to create our own personality profile.
Ooh,
That would be interesting.
that would be fun.
We need someone to do all the sciencey bit, but we can just write the blurbs.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
R&B wasn't even one of the categories, was it? At
no,
all.
no.
Yeah, see, that's where I fall in,
Yeah.
really. Not even so much alternative, but just, I don't know, R&B just sings to me, literally. I feel like if you were to put your finger on my pulse, it would be R&B.
Mm.
I mean, it would probably feel like I'm having a heart attack, but that's just literally the vibe that I'm on.
So, question. Obviously, we've
Mm,
got Kaytranada coming up, right? What category does that fall into?
I don't know. I don't know. Shall I have a look?
Yeah, do.
Let's
But
let's
because
have a
it's
little
it's got
see.
it's got an
Everything.
R&B vibe to it. Some of the songs, not all of them. There's lots of artists on there who sound very R&B. I mean, there's that one with what's his name, Craig David.
Uh,
Craig David.
do you know what? That was the first Kate Chenada song that I ever heard, and I was just
Same.
like, sold, 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 sold. I played
Yeah.
that every day for like about a year. I was
Do you
just
know?
like hooked. How?
It's so good.
Of
So
course, it's
good.
the first one you heard as well. That's yeah, obviously. um,
I've been listening to all of the albums recently as well, just
in
like,
preparation.
yeah, in preparation, but also it's just a vibe.
It's such a vibe. Oh, I cannot wait to be out there. As long, hopefully, like the weather's decent. It doesn't even need to
Yeah.
be sunny. Just don't rain, and
Mhm.
we're gonna have a good old time. Oh, yeah, because I actually feel like Cape Chenada, that type of whatever genre that is, that's me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's kind of like it's kind of R&B, but then it's also I don't even want to say dance because it's
No.
man, I don't know. All right, I'm having a look. I'm having a look,
Housey?
and kind of yeah, like maybe like not soulful house.
I think it's a bit more upbeat than Soulful House, but it's not full on house?
Yeah,
So, listeners, if you're into Kaytranada and you know a little bit more about music genres than we do, please holler at us
let
because we're
us know.
interested. Yeah. And also, if you've got some recommendations for music that we should be listening to, because, music is life.
Literally, it
I
really
am
is.
down.
It really is. It will just turn that frown Oh no, I'm not gonna
Upside
say
down. Yes, don't worry, I did it for you.
it. All right, so I can't find it on Spotify, so I'm literally just gonna ask Google because she knows everything.
She
So,
does.
what genre? Hate spelling that word.
Do you know what?
Is K tra nada.
How do we find? Do you remember at the end of the year, you get like your
Oh yeah, your plate.
summary?
Yeah.
Where do we find that now?
It will be in your playlists. I don't know if you'll get the same. I don't know if you'll get the breakdown in terms of like what your top 5 was, but your playlist will be there
Yeah.
for 2023. Yeah. So
Okay.
Google's
So
categorize. Oh, gone.
what? No, no, no. Go.
So they've actually put 2 genres for Kate Tronada. We've got R&B slash soul and dance slash electronic. So,
Oh, so
but
yeah.
it's literally a gumbo of those 3.
Yeah. Like you said, so many music or artists are categorized across different genres now. So it
Yeah.
makes sense. And I think that's a healthy way to go. It's difficult for us to find them in terms of what we're searching for, but
Yeah.
it makes more sense because then it, like Beyonce says, it removes a little bit of those limitations, doesn't it? If you're classified
Mm.
across different genres, then you've got a bit more room to move across. It's kind of like, do you remember? I was going to call her Black Pink. Do you remember when Pink first came out? Uh, I mean, love that first album.
But honestly, Blackpink, because that's the only album that Black people remember.
Yeah.
Facts. That's literally the only one that's claimed. The others are actually really cool because I was a Pink fan for a while, but nothing felt like that first one.
No.
Unfortunately, it wasn't her, but the album hit.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, if she
Yeah.
wanted to go back, we wouldn't be mad, you know? Come on, Pink. Just dip
I
your toe
mean,
in a couple of songs.
it will never happen. I mean, to be fair, that's like a whole other conversation, to be fair, because a lot of record labels will edge new artists in through the R&B door
Oh,
because
really?
yeah, through the R&B and the rap door, like they literally, it's like because it's a cool genre. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's a cool genre. Everybody for the most part can get with it.
Mm,
And they get the cosign from like a popular rapper at the time or another singer at the time. And then once the people are paying
they're in.
attention, then they move into something else. So it's problematic AF, that the genre gets used and then dashed the way that it does. But as I said, that's a whole thing for another day.
Do you know, I don't mind that if when it's used well, because then we get lots of great music, but it's when they use it and then it's crap. You're like, that's shit.
I mean, yes, I see what you're saying. But like, no, come as you are.
Oh, yeah,
It's
no, I'm not
I feel
condoning
like
that.
yeah, I know what you're saying. Like as the consumer, it's like if that genre is what you like, then you get good music. But I just feel like on the back end, come as you are. There's plenty of people. There's like 8 billion
Yeah.
of us here. You're going to appeal to somebody, you
It's a
know?
shame for her that people didn't see her potential as she is
She was,
because
yeah.
she's got bangers in all of her albums. Like you
She
can't tell
really does.
like there's I don't think any like there's not at least one song on all of her albums that you're not just like, "Oh my
Oh
god."
yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
and she
So,
can hold a note too.
yes,
Like,
she can.
wasn't she like doing like aerial moves and stuff whilst singing at a lot of her shows? Like that is
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah. And that
Blackpink,
takes
that's too funny.
a lot of core strength.
Mm-hmm.
And to hold the note as well. As powerful as she is.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I wonder
man.
what she's up to now.
Probably just loving life, you know? Just
More than likely,
teaching
she's gonna
her,
drop an album.
of course. But
Do you
I
ever
think
find
she
that
just
you
likes
just
being
like
out there.
randomly start talking about people and then they drop a new album.
That's because the universe is listening.
Always.
We're manifesting. Come on, Pink.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, send in recommendations. We love music. There's nothing that sweets me more than like finding a new artist and then finding that they've got like this whole catalogue of music that you get to like take your time and devour. Love that.
Oh my God.
Love it. So stick it, radio. Who needs you?
Yeah. Why are you exposing me? Okay, so
happy to cut it. It's fine.
No, it's fine. So this post, I can't even remember all of the things I had on it, but obviously the whole ankle socks at the gym thing was really interesting to come across because I've never really noticed.
Oh, as soon as I saw that, I was like, they're talking to me. I was triggered AF. And when I was in the gym, when I went yesterday, did I go yesterday? I went yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was in my normal routine, so I did wear ankle socks. And there was a moment when I don't know what I was doing on one of the machines, but I was looking down and someone walked past and I saw like the roll down thick gym socks and then I saw mine ankle socks and I was just like, fuck, wrong ones. And looking at the age of them, another millennial for sure.
Oh, really? So they've just adopted the socks.
Yeah,
interesting.
I think it's not a millennial, the Gen Z or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Seen? I have not said that in so long. Where did that come from?
I love what happens.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Our slang was the best. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. So there were lots of things that came up and I was just like, God, I would never even think of that. But the one that made me feel like I needed to order myself a Zimmer frame was when they were talking about the purchases on a laptop. Like when they're spending over a certain amount that we go onto a laptop. And I was like,
but to be fair, buying a holiday whilst you're like on the train is crazy talk. Like, no, you need to be on a desktop. We need to see
why?
I need to see like all the options. Sometimes there's like boxes that you can't see properly. I mean, I know obviously they make a mobile version, but no, it just feels like I'm going to miss something if I do this on my phone. That's my rationale.
I need to have it on a bigger screen because for a similar reason, I want to see all of the information and I just feel like there's just not enough space on my phone to be able to take all of that in. But it's also because I need it in a bigger font. Okay.
So you quite literally just can't see it.
Yeah. Well, thing is, I don't like reading too much on my phone, and I think it's something to do with the actual screen. Whereas when I'm reading stuff on a laptop, I've always had to wear glasses because of like in terms of like keeping the
blue light.
Yeah, being able to see the letters properly because my eyes can fuzz a little bit if I'm looking at text for too long. And so that's why I have to see on a bigger screen. But it was just like, I have started looking at something on my phone and then I've just been like, nope, I'm going to wait till I get home to look on a laptop for it. And when they said that, I was just like, ugh. Oh,
so
God.
rude. These gens, they need to just stay in their place. Like, as I said, no one asked them for nothing, okay? Like, leave us alone. We didn't send for you. We didn't ask you no questions.
Listen, we have struggled enough. We have been through so much.
We've been through all of the things.
All of the things.
All of the things.
You are new. Don't come.
You just got here. We could teach you, okay? So stop shading us and learn.
But also, enjoy your own experience. Like,
Yeah,
You
it's
don't need to
true.
compare. You just don't need to compare. We're in our lane, you're in yours. Let's just stay there, okay?
Absolutely.
But that God gave me jokes because I was just like, facts. Ugh. Anyway.
I hate
So
them so much.
don't no, you don't. Just because it shows us up a little bit. And also, funnily enough,
Oh.
not
Do you
because,
know
just
what?
because I get cold feet.
It's just the reminder of like getting older, which, we all know I'm trying to be much better at. But I just feel like, how did we get here so soon?
Yeah.
That's the thing that freaks me out. It's just, I, honest to God, still feel like a kid. I still
Some
feel 20 something. And then the actual 20 something starts talking, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah. When was I that age?
Literally, I'm just like, you sound ridiculous. So obviously, yeah, I must be getting older. But
I
I just don't
know.
like the reminder of it. Ugh.
I'm
Anyway.
sorry to all of the parents and aunties and uncles when we would tell you you're old, because here we are,
Well, this is the
probably
thing.
at the same
This is no,
age.
but this is the difference as well. We would not tell them that they were old because we had the respect and the manners. We would think that shit, and we would talk about it amongst ourselves. But we weren't telling grown folks, that they're old and stuff. It would just we would like, they were like, "Oh, wait till you get
Respect your
older," and it's
elders.
just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, okay, okay." And then once their back is turned, it's just like, "All right, granddad." But you would never do that in their face, you know? But these lot are just loud and proud. You're old. You're old. Buy new socks. I hate them. But also, a lot of them are really great tastemakers. So, let me just slay my role.
Oh dear. I think this episode's completely chaotic. I love it. Love it. Funny. Um, so instead of like, am I the assholes this week? What I thought was just to read out a few, I suppose, experiences, and they're
Yeah.
all about being petty after a breakup. And I'm very pleased to say that I've never felt any kind of way to do any of these things after a breakup. I guess I'm so brokenhearted. I just don't think like that. But I am
I do.
I go on.
Do you think we have it in us though?
Oh hell
Like,
yeah.
I
Hell
sometimes
yes.
the things I think, I'm just like, this is scary. And this is in my head.
But it
Like
stays in your head. That's the
to
main
the
thing.
to the detail. And you know what? I'm not typically detail orientated, but thoughts of like revenge and that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I have proper blueprints
Oh man.
and
You
exit
should use that
strategies.
in a creative outlet, like a book. You should just
you
write
know
something with that
how to get away with
pettiness.
the
So these
problem.
are.
Anyway, you go.
Oh,
No,
no.
no, you
Say
go.
something. Oh, okay. I
I'm.
will.
I'm not gonna say. You go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
21 shockingly petty things people have confessed to doing after breaking up. I'm not going to read all 21, so I'm just going to like a few.
I mean, okay, go.
Well, we'll see how we go. First one up. I made friends with the girl my ex had been cheating on me with, and one day when he least expected it, we Skype called him at the same time. He answered me, so I secretly added her to the call. We yelled at him for hours while he begged us both, respectively, to take him back.
Wow. Where can I buy this audacity? That is crazy. So he's been caught cheating, and in front of both of them are begging both of them back. I mean, wow,
I
dude.
know, like, just like, I suppose he's just like casting the net and hoping he catches something because, listen,
Listen, if they're both on the line, the jig is up, my boy. I would kind of expect you to just like do that slow laptop close where you just like because there's what? How do you talk your way out of that? It's the
How do you
end.
talk your way? Why do you think you can talk your way out of that? That's
The
just
audacity. That's why.
that's
Male
delusional.
audacity. It's potent. I'm telling you.
Oh my God. Um,
All right. What's next?
okay. Next one is after I uncovered his months-long affair, month or months? I don't know. So after I uncovered his months-long affair with my sister, he moved into her apartment complex. I know. Betrayed, heartbroken old me couldn't handle that. So I called the landlord of his new apartment complex and pretended to be our old landlord. I said that he'd been kicked out because we caught him on tape taking dumps in the stairwell every day. The other landlord and I nicknamed him the serial stairwell shitter on the spot. Sometime later, I got a call from my mum that my sister had refused to let him be kicked out. They were living in the same apartment, so she'd been thrown out with him. I ended up best friends with his landlord too. We had a good laugh, and we had a good laugh when I told him what I did. She passed away a few months ago, and I told that story as her eulogy.
Oh, good old Maud. But I didn't know. I think I kind of blacked out after I heard Affair with the
The
Sister
serial
because
yeah.
what?
That was giving me do you remember that story I told you about the
Yes.
mum?
Yes, that's exactly where my mind went. And I'm sure I put like flame gifts in there somewhere because let's burn this shit down.
It's like
What?
that. Oh God, what's his name? The Elmo one where he's like,
Yeah.
all the flames.
And
uh,
that's like light revenge as well, actually.
yeah.
That kind of betrayal is ooh dangerous.
I think that kind of stuff would make me get actually aggressive. Like, I don't think I could just be petty. I would have to do something physical, like smash his car up or,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
given crime. It's given crime. I guess I get a bit crimey with this. Yeah, for sure.
Grimy Joker. Okay, next one up. My horrible ex boyfriend had to run a few errands before moving the last of his belongings out. So once he left, I pissed in a cup, poured it into his bong water, and then watched him inhale my urine. Sweet, silent revenge. That's something that I think I could probably do. Like,
Oh.
and then just sit there and watch as they do, knowing that I'd peed in it. Do you know what I mean? It'd just be like,
Tastes good.
when are you leaving?
Oh my God.
Oh,
That
so
is
good.
funny. That is funny. That's terrible. That's funny.
I know, but also the audacity of like being like, oh yeah, I'm just going to nip out and do some errands whilst I'm leaving your life forever. Just take your shit and go. Like, do that afterwards.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
for
mean?
real.
Rude. This one I thought was like, this is too technical for me, but it's genius. So this one unscrewed and removed some of the pipes under the kitchen and the bathroom sinks, and then took the shower head to just like, I like that one because it really makes
Yeah.
someone's life difficult.
I I think that's like the best revenge, like causing major inconvenience. And like those
Yeah.
small inconveniences. They said that she took all the light bulbs.
No, no, no.
Where did I
Just
hear that? Maybe that's
I
where my
don't know.
mind went.
I don't know. But that would be really, really good.
Wouldn't
Just like
it?
all of them.
Take all the light bulbs out of the place. I like the shower head one. That is
Yeah.
Get me taking notes, you know.
Yeah, no. Funny. Oh God. This one's disgusting. Okay, but I'll read it. So this guy I was dating dumped me by saying he had to step out to call his brother one night and then walked out of my apartment and never came back. Rude. To get him back for his Irish goodbye, my best friend and I spent a couple of weeks smearing different smelly foods in underwear, a pair of underwear, cottage cheese, fish sauce, etc., and planted them under a seat in his always unlocked car for him to find once the smell got really bad.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that is why on the underwear? Just like hide the dirty food, like the rotten food in there.
I know. I don't know. I guess who
That's a no,
knows where these
girl.
people's heads.
Yeah. Maybe he was right to leave. That one's giving crazy.
Stop.
And for weeks, girl. Yeah.
I know. I know. I'm trying to find another one. No, that one's
Are,
rubbish. That
are they
one's
numbered?
rubbish. Yeah, they are.
Okay, number 12.
Okay. Before the breakup, my then boyfriend and I moved into a new apartment. After he broke up with me, instead of telling him to move out of my apartment, I changed his custom home navigation on the GPS in his car to a random lot. Whenever he drove home, he would end up somewhere else.
Okay, that's just dumb, girl. That's only going to happen once.
Well, I guess if they change it every time, who knows? But also, why wouldn't you just
That's
want them out of the house?
too much commitment. Oh, man. Yeah.
I know.
You don't belong together. That's crazy.
Okay, this one. My fiance cancelled our wedding 3 weeks before we were supposed to get married. We grew up together and know many of the same people. I tell lots of them that he has a very tiny penis whenever I see them. I've had a number of them tell me that they can't look him in the eyes anymore because of it. I wonder if she just brings it up in conversation or she's just like, he's got such a tiny penis. Like,
just literally talking
tiny,
about like the
tiny.
state of the world. You know, John's dick is just so small.
Yeah.
Anyway, you voting this month?
Yeah. Basically a clitoris, you know? So small. Oh God.
Jokes.
Shall we do one more?
Yeah, let's go.
My boyfriend and I, no, sorry, not my boyfriend. My friend and I, both female, realized our boyfriends were both cheating on us with each other. And neither of the guys
This
admitted it.
this is great. Let me see what this is great because this is a whole sitcom. This is
I know. This is
what's that one
actually
on
Frankie and
Netflix?
Grace. Frankie and
Frankie and
Grace.
Grace. Yeah.
So
What did they
my
do?
friend and I, both female, realized our boyfriends were both cheating on us with each other, and neither of the guys admitted it to us, but broke up with us separately for other reasons. That's the difference between Frankie and Grace.
Yeah.
One night, after venting and putting some pieces together, my friend took a shit in a styrofoam cup. They love this, and we
They
drove.
love it.
And we drove with it to in the trunk of her car to her ex's apartment. She flipped it upside down with the help of a pizza box. Why do we need all of this detail? On the
Wow.
hood of his car, and then she set off his alarm. Man, it felt good to see him freaking out about it.
I mean,
Oh, do you know what's jokes? Is the gift that comes underneath that Grace holding up a martini glass.
oh, is it? So she just put a pile of poo in the car.
Yeah.
There's no inconvenience there. You know, you just get something
No.
in like I was waiting to hear something about the windscreen wipe, you know, the windscreen getting smeared or something. Like
Maybe that was it. Maybe they did, I don't know, smear it in, which is that would be like
I mean,
how I
it's
just,
rank. I'm not doing that. No. No.
that's too much. That is way too much.
That's an inconvenience for me. So that's why
Yes.
really I'm not doing it. First of all, I've
Also,
got to like squat
shit into
over
a
a styrofoam
styrofoam.
cup. No. Do you know what these knees can do? Not much,
Not
girl.
that.
Not much at all. If I drop these keys, I'm just like, where's the kids? Can someone come pick this up because we can't leave? No, no. If it's an
That's
inconvenience for me,
funny.
we're not doing that. That's not going to make me feel good.
I'll do two more and then I'll be done.
Okay. I love
So
these. I think we need to make this a segment, just like a petty peeve segment, because this is when I come alive.
there's a lot of defecating though, which usually I'm all for, but this is a bit too much for me. Like I'm just like,
So much commitment. Wow.
this one would be very annoying. So this one says that she stomped on all of the backs of his shoes, so no matter which pair he picked, the backs would be mysteriously broken.
She won. That is really this is the key to good revenge. Cause inconvenience. That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Stamped on the back of all the shoes.
He's gonna have to buy
Oh,
all
that
new
is
shoes
all new shoes.
because that's
Trainers would be a bit
just,
difficult because normally like they're quite thick, but like those shoes, it's a wrap.
yeah. It's like
That
cardboard.
is,
Once it's like cracked, you're done.
it's
You're
done.
done.
It's not fix. It's you can't fix that.
Okay, so this is the very
Brilliant.
last one of the stream. Okay.
Okay.
My boyfriend was cheating on me from the very beginning, and I didn't know until after he broke up with me. He finally came clean. I found out who the girl was and followed their messy and toxic relationship on social media.
Oh
Whenever they'd
God.
break up, I'd do things that made it seem like it was probably her. For example, I used his email to sign up for all of these different subscriptions, spammed his phone with cat photos and Bible verses. And one time, I sent a glitter bomb to his apartment under her name. Glitter is so hard to get rid of once it's everywhere, and it's the gift that just keeps on giving. He totally deserved it, and I hope he's still finding glitter in his boxes.
He is. Glitter is the absolute worst. That is something that is not allowed to cross this threshold because it's like
Mm.
you'll get like one bit like in the middle of your forehead and we'll wash it several times and it will just still turn up. Like it is the worst. This is still giving a lot of ink. That is funny actually.
Yeah, but
That's
you kind
funny.
of want to be
That's
there though when that goes off, no? So you can see the
to see it.
devastation. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know which one's my favorite. I think it's got to be the shoes one, maybe.
The shoes one is awesome. Although I do like the removal of the pipes and the shower
Yeah,
head. For
the
me,
shower
that
head.
no, she one. Yeah, that is brilliant.
Well done, ladies.
Oh, I love this. I love that. That was good. Thanks for that. That was
You're
cool.
very welcome. Very welcome. I know there's lots of lols in there. It's so good. I'll have a little look
Oh,
to see if I can find any other little things that come
yeah.
up.
Do revenge. I love it.
And do it well. I do like it when they're really like ingrained so that they're continuing for
Mm,
years after. That would be so much fun.
yeah.
And you're just like,
Oh, I think I
mm.
love them because it's like I revenge. What's the word? When you do something for someone else, what's that again?
You do something through someone else.
Yeah. It's like you're living through someone else. You know what I'm talking about though? What is that word? Vicarious. There we go.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Because I can't, I have the ideas for revenge, but I cannot dish it out. Like I can't, I feel bad. So it's like, I'm not gonna hurt you, which hurts me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah, yeah.
but there are some people that fully deserve it, you know? But
I'm
I just
sure
couldn't do it.
I'm sure that there is a website you can submit your ideas to. I'm sure there's a market out there for someone. Do you know what I mean? Like, what could I do that's petty, but I don't have the
Yes.
creativity for it, and someone's already offered
Yeah,
it.
literally.
If it's
I mean, if anyone's in a bind that's listening, I just gave the idea for the light bulbs. Remove every light bulb, even the one in the fridge, take them all, and the
yeah,
oven.
and in a car, you can remove the headlights. Just do that too.
Oh, that is Devious.
Especially if in the back, because they don't see it.
I just said, if you're listening, listeners, that makes no sense. Anyone that needs an idea for revenge, drop it in the comments. I've got something.
Hey! For free! So I realized that we kind of like, well, I say I launched into the show today and I didn't tell everyone to do all of the things. So I'm hoping you've stayed for the ride that has been today's episode, because I'm going to tell you now, do all of the things. Now, if you're new to this podcast, and please don't just take this episode for the quality that is, it's all Frolics. It can get manic, but like this is a particularly manic episode. So if you're new, basically what we're asking you to do is to like, subscribe, follow, right? Do all of the things. We're on the socials, so feel free to follow us on the socials. One thing I will say, so I've noticed recently that there have been a couple of randoms try to follow me personally on the socials. It's not worth it because I don't post shit. So don't bother with it because you ain't going to get much. But It's All Frolics does. So follow them, engage. Let us know what you think, because we're really interested. What works for you? What did you like the best? Like anything that you think was like, oh man, I would like to hear more of that. Let us know, because we can bring it with as much joy. And yeah, comment. Let us know in terms of if you've listened to previous episodes, any kind of deep dives that have really intrigued you. They're usually here every week. We're just taking a bit of a break this week to do something different, but I'm sure there'll be one next week, because we do love to get deep and meaningful. Searching the soul, self-development, self-love.
We love it.
Love each other. There was a lot of that recently. Lots of loving on each other recently. Oh my God, I nearly said no homo. That's just... that's me out. It's been great. Thanks very much for listening. Bye. Mo, do you have anything to add to that ramble I've just went on?
No, that was stellar. I didn't need to add anything to that. Everything she said. Do the thing. You made it this far, so you did like it. So prove it and come back.
Yes, come back.
Yeah. Love to have you.
We do have a YouTube channel if you like watching the video as well as listening. Sorry for appearances today. It just is what it is, right? I don't know. I'm feeling very cute. Thank you very much. Thank you. I do try.
Yeah.
Despite tiredness.
This is a good look, Grace.
Thanks. One needs to wash one's hair. That's what one needs to do. So yeah, we've got the videos. Obviously, we're on Spotify. So yeah, keep listening.
We're really everywhere you get your podcasts. So yeah, that.
Yeah, that. Enjoy it. And if you are intrigued as to what music genre you are, then we'll include the link in our little bit at the bottom, the bio. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Well done, Mo. Thanks very much for putting that in there. Who knows what I'm saying? So we're here every week. When you subscribe, you will get a little notification to say another episode has dropped, which is usually on a Tuesday. So we do like to start the week with a bit of joy and madness and laughter, because that's what we're here for. So until next time, my lovelies. Yeah. The millennial piece. Have a good one. Love you lot.
Bye, folks.